The famous Brazilian photographer Sebastião Salgado's exhibition Genesis is on show at La Sucreya de Lyon, a former warehouse that's now become an exhibition space. Genesis is a photographic tribute to the planet, comprising more than 200 black and white photographs, the result of 8 years' work and some 30 trips around the world.
You know, when you look at an exhibition like Genesis, it's really the Earth, the animals connected to the Earth, and I also photograph man. And I'm still taking photographs of humankind. I've just finished 7 years' work in the Amazon with indigenous communities. You know, man, he's an animal of this earth, an animal like any other. We're in the animal kingdom.
Salgado has travelled around the planet for Genesis, including the wildest and most remote parts of the world, for an unprecedented discovery of mountains, deserts and oceans, animals that have so far escaped the imprint of modern society.
In 1986, I did a story in Brazil which was published in 1987 about a gold mine there. It was because of this gold mine story that all magazines went back to doing black and white. This story was so strong it was published by large magazines, which increased my visibility to such an extent that at the time there was a big return to black and white photographs. I have so much to be grateful for, this return to black and white, because I've stayed in black and white ever since and never returned to colour.
Black and white has become his trademark. Salgado doesn't just photograph nature and animals, but also people, especially those who are still immune to the effects of globalization, such as those in increasingly scarce regions of Africa. If ecology is now on everybody's radar, for him, little has changed.
We have to go back to the Earth, and we have to go back to the planet. I know that we're not going to live in caves and forests anymore, but we have to at least make a spiritual return to the planet. Ecology has become a subject for debate, something purely urban. We have COP21 that took place in Paris 5 years ago, and despite everything that was put forward, nothing was done. Do you know why? Because we don't invite real people. We don't invite people who are linked to the earth, to the planet. It's a meeting of urban people.
The Amazon remains his favourite territory. With his wife Layla, who is also the curator of Genesis, he took on a colossal challenge 20 years ago. He decided to replant the trees that had disappeared from the 750 hectares of his father's former farm to revive the ecosystem in a region hit by deforestation and intensive land use.
We planted 2.5 million trees, even a little more, 2.7 million trees. We're now preparing to plant 1 million more trees, in addition to those already planted. Because, you know, before the land was tired, dead, destroyed, and now the land is rich again. It's time to plant trees that will be there for 500 years, 1,000 years, trees that need good soil and shade to grow.
Sebastião Salgado is now 76 years old, but continues to work tirelessly in both his art and his own battles. Genesis is in Lyon until the 10th of May.